Something that'll kickstart your mornings. A fitness and self-defense craze that's sweeping the nation. We're talking about Krav Maga, and it's popping up in gyms and martial arts studios all over the country.
And as CN8's Arthur Fennell shows us, many people are finding it an invigorating workout as well as a practical learning experience.
That's it, come on!
A word to the wise. If you're a robber planning on mugging Ernie Kirk, you may want to reconsider.
Nothing but head.
Come to think of it, you might want to steer clear of his students, too. It's brutal, it's intense, and for these people, it's actually fun. This is Krav Maga.
It translates to contact combat.
Yeah, there you go.
Designed for the Israeli Armed Forces.
Anyone can do it. No fluff, no fancy stuff, just meat and potatoes. It gets to be very aggressive.
When people want to know what is the edge or why does Krav Maga have this appeal to law enforcement or military or people who really need it for their life, it's because the system, number one, is so battle tested. There's no other military in the world that has such extreme conditions that the Israelis have to deal with. It's not a system that was built for just 19-year-old bucks that, no matter what you teach them, they never think they can die and they can survive anything. It's a system built for the masses.
From the Israeli military to American civilians, Krav Maga was brought to America back in the 1980s as an effective method for self-defense and a workout for men and women, young and old. Training involves using your natural instincts to escape a dangerous situation.
We use the same defensive movements for as many different things as possible. Because we don't want to think, how do you do this? Where am I? We just go for instinct. Whatever's the most natural movement, we do.
For a moment, erase everything you know about self-defense. This isn't the case of throwing a karate chop or having your attacker beg for mercy. This is do anything and everything you can to escape.
We do a lot of stuff on the ground. Someone chokes you up against the wall, and we help them overcome their fears for it, show them that they can defend themselves. A small person can use it on a larger person. It's not a catharsis. We just don't go in there and beat the crap out of the person, and get all that out. You're learning. You're learning to be aware. You're learning to survive.
The only rule in Krav Maga is don't get hurt.
Other self-defense things don't teach you. A lot of people, they go into the cool stuff and no, get out. Kick the guy in the groin if you're a woman and get out as fast as you can, why not? A lot of the techniques in Krav Maga change. It depends on how people are being attacked now. Descriptions, how is the gun held, how is a person struck, and then they develop defenses for those attacks.
Kathy King may be smaller in size compared to some of the school students she teaches, but Krav is helping her to get the upper hand, just in case she ever needs it.
When you're breaking up a fight, a lot of times it's like, oh my God, the fists are flying, elbows are flying, and feet are flying. How do you even get in there? Well, we're constantly dealing with drills here where you're getting in, people are punching, you're pulling them back. It teaches you how to maneuver and not necessarily be afraid.
She understands that being tough now isn't the point, but it has given her confidence that she never knew she had.
The situations I'm presented with here, hopefully I'll never be presented with in real life, but I deal with them well here.
Despite the fun these students are having in class, there is a serious side. Some women are taking Krav Maga not only for the fitness, but because they've previously been attacked. That real scenario was depicted in the 2002 motion picture Enough. Jennifer Lopez plays a battered wife who takes up Krav to fight back.
They showed her training using the same techniques we use. She was being choked against a wall and she had to get out of it. That was a Krav Maga technique. Even right down to the equipment that they use was Krav Maga equipment.
Although the movie Enough was not a box office masterpiece, it was enough to give Krav a large membership boost. On top of the publicity it's gotten from the movies, it's also getting real-life application in California. Police in and around the Los Angeles area are getting Krav Maga training for the safety of their officers as well as the safety of the suspects they apprehend.
One of the things that we do is we try and work with specialized units, especially to build them with situations and scenarios involving terrorism.
If you're intimidated by all this, well, don't be. Classes are tailored to your abilities, from the beginner to the expert. One of the first things you learn is confidence.
It's a characteristic of what criminals look for, too, someone with their head down, someone who won't make eye contact, someone who might not fight back, might not yell for help. And we fight back here, and we do a lot of yelling here.
Let's make it more interesting. Start punching, go!
For law enforcement officers that are in the field, it's important that they learn something. I would think that Krav Maga would serve them the best, but if they don't choose Krav Maga, go out and choose something. Because every day that you're not training, the bad guys are.
And for those of you who think kicking and punching is too cushy for you, but there's also extreme Krav.
I have lots of people who lost weight doing it. It's a good aerobic conditioning, but you're learning a skill, you're learning self-defense.
That's right. Go on. The pace up, get your wing going. Elbow to your knees also.
I do it because it's an amazing workout, and it's very empowering.
And get up, good class.
Wow, I pity the fool that messes with any of them. I feel so aggressive just watching.
Well, you know, you could get a lot of
Whoa.
frustrations worked out.
You
Yeah.
really could. All your stress would be left behind when you leave that class.
Yeah, and probably a couple of muscles and
Sure.
other things. That's
Bones.
intense.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay, Krav Maga it is.